Welcome back. The next texture we're going to do is going to be this kind of weaving one. It's kind of like a equal sign down, equal side over, equal side down, equal side over. It's not too challenging. I'm going to do this one way where they are not touching, and then I'm going to do them another way where they are touching, and you'll get to see the difference. So for this one, you want to make sure that you switch the way it goes on your next row. So your next row should be the opposite of the row above it. So this one goes down, so I'm going to switch it to make it look like it goes over. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit so we get to go on to the next one. Like the other textures, I am going to try and fill up the whole space. When you fill up the whole space, it really starts to make it look real. Alright, next one. I'm going to take this one and they're going to touch. I'll leave it so you can see the top one a little bit. So the idea behind this is to make these touch, and it's going to start to look like you're weaving. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure that the sideways ones are lining up. And just like before, you're going to want to carry your stuff all the way off the edges. The next one, I'm going to shift it when you make it touch, it starts to look like it's all connecting, like things are going over and under. You just want to make sure that all of your stuff connects and works itself all the way through your pattern. Each time. So this one goes down, so we need to make sure that this one goes over. This one's kind of a tricky one. I definitely recommend doing this one in pencil first. If you make mistakes on this one, it really shows. So you want to try and get it right before you put it in anything like permanent marker or ink. Try and carry it all the way off. I'm almost done. I only have a couple more rows left. Always making sure that your stuff touches. And I do have a little bit of a variation of this one to show you as far as giving it depth. Still making sure that all of my strings are kind of lining up, and then make sure that you're carrying these all the way off the bottom. So I've tried to line everything up. I'll show you, here's a little variation. all these little squares where the string isn't, if you fill those in, it can start to add a little bit more depth to it. I'll do a couple more rows and then I'll stop so you can see the difference between the two. If you want it, I mean, it doesn't have to be black and white. You can definitely add some shading to these to make your strings look round. Remember that dark on the outside, light towards the middle. You could just do this in 2 different colors, so all of your spaces are one color and all of your strings are another. You might want all of your horizontal strings to be one color and your vertical strings to be a different color. It is all up to you. Alright, this is the last row that I'm doing. Then I'll hold back so you can see what it looks like. So there you go. Here's the 3 different variations of the weaving pattern.